Hello everyone, my name is Griffin and we are back with another reaction video. We are reacting to, once again, Isaac Butterfield. Aussie comedian watches insane Gen Z TikToks. Let's see what TikToks he has for us today, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, once a month I like to check in with the dark side of TikTok. And that is the next generation, the youth, the younger folk who are coming through and are obviously going to ruin everything for everybody. If you thought the world was bad now, wait until Gen Z gets a hold of the reins. This is the worst of Gen Z TikTok. Let's have a look, shall we? But before we do, actually, my book is on sale right now. Go and get it, Better Man. I'm really proud of the book. I know a lot of people are like, why did you write a book? I'll tell you why. Because I am a magnificent creating specialist. And that's basically how I want to be remembered after I die. But I am getting reviews from the book and people are saying, you know what? I didn't know what to expect coming into it, but it's actually really good. That's a genuine review, I promise you. That's several people have come to me in public and said that. So I'm very happy with that. And on top of that, I am touring around Australia right now. Massive shows, particularly in Sydney and Melbourne. I'm filming my special in Sydney at the State Theatre and the Palais Theatre in Melbourne. Grab your tickets immediately at isaacbutterfield.com. Now, let's make some, no, not make fun of people. Let's critique some individuals, shall we? All right, yes. I'm excited. Let's have a holy balls. That's, what the, what in the, oh, good grief. Okay, I don't even know where to begin with this. First of all, that's, you have, no. Next video, that's different. You've got a goatee, you got underarm hair, you've got a mustache. You're fucking doing something weird, mate. Something's going on. Something's really going on. And I am not declared professionally to deal with it.
Have fun being single for the rest of your life. Not ever attracting a mate.
And nor are any of us. Okay, so here we have a lady, larger than life, and I think it's a lady. I don't want to guess because it's rude. Anyway, she's talking about a doctor's visit. And throughout this video, from a Instagram account called Disturbing Comments, so it's going to be great, are comments from people on that video. Shall we?
As a fat person, I often dread medical appointments.
Reminds me of Wally.
Because of blatant medical fatphobia.
You should start casket shopping. Medical fatphobia, you mean reality in medicine. He's not wrong.
There's no such thing as medical fat phobia. You are fat. You are obese. You need to lose weight. I can't call you little lady because you ain't little. You're bigger than me. And that's saying something because I'm a big guy. But medical fat phobia, you mean reality in medicine. Pretty much, you really should listen to your doctor when they tell you that you need to lose weight because it is a detriment to your health because medically that's true.
Appointment I went to.
Lose the weight, lose the problem, probably.
The provider blamed everything on my weight and told me that I needed to go on a medication that made me feel really terrible.
The medication was broccoli.
See, here's the thing. When it comes to the internet, it's if you post something on the internet, most of the time the comments on the video you post is not going to be very nice. People are not very nice overall. I mean, there are some nice people, but be prepared to be critiqued sometimes very harshly if you post something on the internet.
This OB appointment that I just went to, I've been dreading.
Why did he go to an OBGYN? That's not funny.
The provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are.
Who cares about your pronouns?
She asked me about my name.
My pronouns are FIFO.
Fum. See, here's the thing. When it comes to medical practices, you have to tell them what your gender is that you were born as, because then they will be able to medically treat you and diagnose you correctly. Because men and women, yes, there's only men and women. There are no other gender or sex. Our bodies are built and wired different. You want to blame somebody? Blame biology and evolution.
I didn't even read it correctly. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Made me feel super comfortable. Asked me about my trauma history.
Her pronouns, or his pronouns, or her pronouns are heavy.
About my trauma history so that she knew how
Trauma, the only trauma you got
me in ways that were not harmful.
Oh, these comments are brutal. Can you imagine the smell on a 90-degree day?
Can you imagine the smell on a 90-degree day? Yes, that's why I'm sitting down.
Here's the thing with bigger people who have fat rolls, they need to take extra care, because if you do not wash everywhere and do not completely dry everywhere, a moldy smell will develop. And that's what happens with bigger people. They develop mold in between their rolls because they're not thorough enough when they clean themselves.
Yeah.
She just was like, great.
Pronouns a cheeseburger.
And I was crying before getting my
It's okay, you'll keep your chins up.
blood drawn because I just never have good experiences.
Kudos to the lab tech who was able to find a vein and draw blood.
Experiences with medical providers.
You sure they didn't drop fat, not blood?
So,
Did your veins contain anything other than sugar and cholesterol? Here's a hot tip. If you're going to be one of these people, like anyone who produces content on the internet, don't read the comments. You'll fucking hate yourself.
Hi, Harriet. Have you ever been paid to be hate crimed? Well, I have.
Have you ever been paid to be hate crimed? Okay, please, go ahead. Tell us how you were paid to receive a hate crime.
Okay, so yesterday I was at work serving this family that was sitting there like the three wise men. And then all of a sudden, out of the mom's mouth, I hear the trigger words, non-binary and gender fluid. Oop! And court is in session and my ears are turned on. Let's do this.
Okay, so you heard someone say something that you thought maybe had something to do with you. Okay, let's find out how you turn yourself into a victim here from strangers in a restaurant.
So basically, the mom was trying to explain to the dad what it meant to be non-binary or gender fluid.
That would be an interesting conversation to have to any dad. I would love to be there to listen to it.
Mainly in reality, which is where we all live, non-binary and gender fluid do not actually exist. Sorry, not sorry. It's the truth, like it or not.
A mum, try to explain that to a dad. Usually mums are a little bit more forgiving when it comes to ridiculous things, and dads are usually the ones that are there going, mate, I've been busting my ass at work all week, swinging bloody hammers. You're telling me that someone can be a man in the morning and a woman in the afternoon? How about you just go and get a fucking job?
After a few minutes go by, the dad responds in the same way that every guy that looks like him would and says, you know, I understand where they're coming from, but if you're biologically a male or a female, that's what you are.
Well, yeah. I mean, what do I say to that?
And then I'm standing there.
Oh, no.
On display.
As a biological woman with terrible posture.
So after a little bit of time, I march up to my colleague like I'm about to tattletale on a kid that just stole my toys. And she's like, yeah, I hate to tell you, the entire time they have been referring to you as he or him. Great.
Really? Well, I wouldn't have, but okay.
So that adds a little bit of insult to injury. And before you ask, no, they didn't tip well.
I would have said you were female, but anyway, whatever. Listen, you can't rely on other people to make you happy. Get over it. Stop being a whiny little bitch. Sorry. I'm very sorry, but stop it.
Okay, I just got my very first full facial.
Okay.
And I feel like my mustache is even more prominent.
Oh,
what do you guys think?
Oh,
I
looks
feel so
good.
glowy and beautiful.
No.
I love it.
Okay, I'm sorry, but if your partner, your missus, your wife has a mustache or has underarm hair, it's time to fucking...
If I get in a relationship, I'm the only person in the relationship that should be having facial hair and armpit hair. That's just one of my preferences, and I am allowed to have preferences just like the woman is allowed to have preferences. And I prefer my possible girlfriend to not have hair on her face or under her arms or her legs or her arms. As the guy, I think I would be the only one that should be having those. But that's me, and I am not the only one who thinks this way, and is you ladies out there who don't like that, then that's fine that you don't like that. That's fine. I'm allowed to like what I want and dislike what I want, just like you are.
To leave them. In fact, I want you to leave them today. I want you to walk up to them and say, here's a shaver, either use it or get the fuck out. Okay, we got, okay.
Don't ever get tattoos on your face. Unless you are self-sustaining financially, don't ever get a tattoo on your face. Because immediately you will never be able to get a job. Ever. No job will hire you if you have a tattoo on your face. At least, I would say probably 98% of the jobs out there will not hire you.
You're getting a Trump tattoo on your forehead. That looks very painful. Listen, I'm not against Donald Trump. In fact, if I was in America, I'd vote for him. But I think if you decide that getting someone else's name tattooed on your forehead is the move, you should be locked in a fucking asylum. With all of these people in this video. This is what happens when you don't have asylums anymore. Get a fucking asylum. Bring back Shutter Island, please. Okay, I can't use the music because it's copyright music, but the caption is, a woman over 85 kilos must be fat. And it's in quotation marks, so someone else has said it. And this is Zoe Towson.
Hang on. Hey Siri. 85 kilograms to pounds.
85 kilograms is 187.39 pounds.
I'd say probably depend. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. I'd say depending on your height, yeah, that could be considered fat. Because that's 187 pounds.
Many women, okay, Zoe, good stuff, get hung up on the number on the scale rather than how they look and feel. And I tell you what, sometimes the number on the scale isn't really accurate to how you are when it comes to body fat and muscle mass and those type of things. So you can be...
Yeah, because for those who don't know, muscle does in fact weigh more than fat because muscle is a lot denser. So while you lose fat, if you see that you're losing fat but you're gaining weight, it could be because that you are gaining muscle. So, and if you're losing fat, if you're getting skinnier but you're staying the same weight, it could also be because the muscle you're gaining is sort of canceling out what you're losing in fat. So you could be losing fat, you could be getting healthier, you could be getting thinner, but you're also gaining muscle, so your weight doesn't really change. But I'd say give it time, your weight will change. You'll see a difference in how you look. You'll feel different. Just don't get discouraged.
You're actually quite heavy, but you have a lot of muscle. But you can see that. You can see definition. You can see all that type of shit. If you're just sloppy, then obviously it's majority of it's fat. But let's find out. Let's have a look what she looks like. She's going to be over 85 kilos. What's she going to weigh? 90 kilos. What's 90 kilos in pounds? So 200 pounds, call it 200 pounds. That's pretty heavy for a girl. And I imagine she's like, what, under 6 foot? Is she fat? Okay, let's have a look at her. Yes. A little bit chonky. Not bad.
I'd say she's she looks like more of a healthy fat. I mean, if she wants to, she could stand to lose, I'd say probably 30 pounds or so. But I'd say she's more in the realm of healthy fat than just fat.
Bad, not like you're going to die. But if you're asking the question, are you fat? Let's have a look at her Instagram. And I don't mean this with hate at all, Zoe. You're obviously, you're an attractive young woman. Congratulations. Who gives a shit? She's 5'8" and she's 87 kilos there. Yeah, you got a little bit of excess body fat, like a lot of us, mate. Like I do currently. But to ask the question, are you fat? You're not obese. That's what.
If you're going for technicality, then yes, she technically would be considered fat. medically she would be considered fat.
I'll say. You're not obese. I mean, I don't love the BMI calculator, but let's ask that. Let's ask the BMI calculator. Okay, so she's obese. Talk to your GP. Talk to your general physician because you need some help. She's obese.
Yeah, don't ever fully trust the BMI index because it doesn't take into account a lot of other factors when it comes to your health. So, yeah, don't trust the BMI index.
And it is what it is. You know, it's a measurement. So you don't look bad, Zoe. Not what I'm saying, mate. You're very fashionable. Congratulations. Who gives a shit? But yeah, if you're going to ask questions like that, you're going to get a response you might not like. Okay, dinner for my kids as a 27-year-old mum of 3. We've got some big dirty wieners going in. That's a lot of big dirty wieners. Oh my God. Some seasoning. That's nice. Good on your mum. Okay, let's get through. This is a 2-minute long video. She's cutting up the sausages with scissors that I bet aren't washed. Bit of water in there to cool them off. Oh, she's throwing a bit of cream in. No, it's milk, sorry. Forgive me, those lactose intolerant people out there. A lot of milk. Why didn't you just pour a whole fucking... I thought that was cereal for a second. I guess that's pasta. She's making a sausage, cheesy fucking mac and cheese, fucking something or other. What is this? Even the fucking spoon thing or the flippy thing upsets me in this video. This is what you're feeding to your kids. I mean, it's not good. I'm not going to try.
No.
I'm not going to try and defend her. What are all these spices? Paprika? Something else? Okay, skip through. What is this? Okay, what do you got now? Some other spices. Fuck, she's throwing some spices in. They're going, Mum, you've been in the kitchen for 45 fucking minutes. Oh, slop it on. Slop me off. Delicious. Raw.
I mean, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It looks good, but my God, that doesn't seem good at all.
Looks like it's already been shat out. And she's got some carrots.
Yeah, like that's going to offset all the bad shit that's in the hamburger helper.
At least she's got some carrots going. That's good. Bit of more salt. Fuck yeah.
5-year-old's plate, 7-year-old's plate. Have a good night.
Thanks. What the fuck was that? Why are you showing that off? That is something you should be hiding. You should be fucking ashamed of that as a dinner. Okay, it's not... I've seen this person before. She went viral because she slaps the plates down. Like, what she's doing right here probably isn't the worst dinner. I mean, there's some sausage in there. I wouldn't give my kids, you know, those type of sausages out of a packet. Maybe if they're just from the butchers, you know, some fresh, decent sausages, but they aren't that. That's some processed shit. I think we should just limit processed food for kids. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And yes, it does look like either shit or spew is what she's given her port.
Don't get me wrong. The stuff, it looks like it would taste awesome, but it looks like some sort of slop that you would get in a prison. I'm sorry to say, but it just does. It looks like something you'd give a prisoner.
Or children today.
To the Sigmas of Australia,
the fuck's
I
a
say
Sigma?
that this goofy air government have been capping. Not just now, but for a long time. A few of you may remember when they said there'll be no phantom tax under the government I lead. They're capaholics. They're also yapaholics. They yap non-stop about how their cost of living measures are changing lives for all Australians. Just put the fries in the bag, little bro. They tell us that they're locked in on improving the housing situation in this country. They must have brain rot from watching too much Kai Cenat and forgot about their plans.
Okay, I don't really know how to react to that. There's a lot of words I didn't understand, but let me just Google this. How much do politicians make in Australia? $217,000 a year, plus superannuation, or like what you get when you retire, of $45,000.
Here's what I think. Across the entire world, the governmental body, be it the Senate or the Congress or whatever equivalent there is in other countries, all of those leaders should not make more than the average yearly median income of its citizens that they represent. Because if they make the same amount of the average median yearly income as the people or the counties or countries or states or whatever it is for other countries that they represent, I think shit would start to get better real fucking quick. because over $200,000 a year. I don't know if that's good or whatever for Australia, because I don't know their the worth of their money. But here in America, I know they're making 175,000 plus a year, maybe more than 200 plus a year. And for here in America, I can guarantee you things would change real damn quick if the people that represent each state did not make more than the yearly median income of the state they represent. Across the entire world, that's how it should be, because things would improve for its citizens real goddamn quick. And the government overall, I think, would be in a better position, both financially and economically and whatever else. I think they'd be in a better position if they did that, rather than them having make that much amount of money.
A year. Okay. $211,000 for a senator. So that's what she was. Wow. Cool. I think
it's hilarious. She threw in a lot of current slang for the current generation. That was just really good. I love that. That was awesome.
Let's just remember that a senator getting paid $200K a year is saying this.
I say that this goofy-air government have been capping.
Fucking shut up. Do your job.
Since discovering my gender expression and how fluid it is, I've come to a realization that if you want to date me, you have to be okay with the fact that you might wake up to a little boyfriend, a little androgynous partner, or a little femme girlfriend. You might have a boyfriend one day and a girlfriend the next day, depending on how I'm feeling in my gender.
Doesn't matter how you feel in your gender. You're a woman. You were born a woman. You're biologically a woman. You are going to be the girlfriend every single second of the fucking day. I swear, it's people like this that have been the detriment to our society as a whole.
Your expression, and I love that about me. I love that I'm not being put in a box anymore. I mean, I think I'm the only one that put myself in boxes, but I'm glad I'm taking myself out of the box.
That's
and
the end of the video.
Allowing myself to be more fluid with my gender
We tried to stop
expression.
it. That's it. All right, this is the problem with the internet. Too many people are getting their voices heard when they should be ignored at all costs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our journey through the annals of just pain and misery. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. Go and buy my book at isaacbutterfield.com and go and grab some tickets while you're there. Be a good motherfucker. I already said that. Goodbye. See ya. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye.
I swear. Every year we get closer and closer to hell. Anyways, that was Isaac Butterfield's Aussie comedian watches insane Gen Z TikToks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for more. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.